Have you suddenly started feeling that you can do nothing right? Have you started doubting yourself for everything? Have you started questioning your very reality? Have you started questioning all your feelings and emotions? Is your confidence getting over by the day? And all these things just because of one person. Well, if that is so, then you are experiencing what is called gaslighting in your relationship. Hi, my name is Ratika Seth. I'm a life enhancement coach. I'm the founder of the Gratitude Concepts Tribe and the Flight to Fulfillment podcast. And in today's episode, we will discuss this very critical yet often misunderstood topic, gaslighting in relationships. Now, gaslighting is a form of emotional manipulation. It really leaves you questioning your abilities for everything. It leaves you doubting yourself for everything, questioning your very reality. It just takes away all your confidence, and basically, you just get trapped in a cycle of self doubt all the time. But the good news is, you can actually break free from this toxic dynamic. In this episode, we'll explore what gaslighting is, how to recognize it, and all the steps you should be taking to overcome it and reclaim your power back. So let's dive straight in. First things first, recognize the signs of gaslighting. See, for you to overcome gaslighting, you first need to recognize the signs and acknowledge that this is happening to you. So the first step in overcoming gaslighting is to recognize it and recognize all the signs. Now, gaslighting is often, very subtle in the beginning. You, you may not even realize that, this is happening to you. Your partner will just be twisting your words, or your partner will make you feel overly sensitive. And with time, this behavior escalates. So it leaves you feeling confused, anxious, and isolated because, for everything, your partner is putting you down. So if your partner is telling you all the time, oh my dear, you're overreacting, this is not true, or, your partner is mocking you all the time, or your partner is always laughing it off, saying, that, oh, whatever you're feeling is utter rubbish, then this is gaslighting. If you are all the time being made to feel that you're wrong, if you're all the time being made to feel that you can do nothing right, then this is gaslighting. So understand and identify all these signs and acknowledge that this is happening to you. And as I said, once you acknowledge that this is happening to you, you will start taking measures to overcome it. Secondly, trust your intuition. Now, I say this for everything, for all emotions. I always say trust your intuition. Your gut, your intuition is yours. So trust it. So if your partner is all the time, telling you, oh, you're overreacting, but you have this little voice within you which keeps telling you that something is off, something is not right. Trust your intuition. Your feelings are valid. Please understand and know this. You are feeling what you're feeling. So your feelings are valid, your perceptions are valid, even if somebody else is trying to convince you otherwise. So trust your intuition. This is a powerful step towards regaining your sense of belonging, your sense of self, and breaking free from the toxicity of gaslighting. Number 3, start keeping a journal. So every time you feel something, every time you're going through something, write down. Write down each and every interaction and each and every experience. Write down what happened, what was said, and how it made you feel. Okay, whatever you remember out of this experience, just write it down, because this later on will serve as a reality check. When you start to doubt yourself and you go back to reading whatever you've written, you will see things in a different perspective. And it also provides a concrete evidence of the gaslighting behavior. And this will be helpful if you eventually decide to walk out of the relationship, or take a bold step, or even seek external support. This evidence will be very helpful, because you will go through it, when you're being made to believe that, oh, you are overreacting, or this is not true, and you go back to your journaling, and those feelings come back to you, why they came to you in the first place, what had happened. You will realize that what you were feeling may not have necessarily been wrong. So, journaling allows you to document your reality, and it reinforces your trust in your own experiences. Fourthly, always set boundaries in your relationship. Do not tolerate what is not acceptable. Okay, this is very crucial if you want to overcome gaslighting. Communicate clearly with your partner. Tell your partner very clearly what is not acceptable to you, what you will not tolerate no matter what. Boundaries can include refusing to engage in conversations that make you feel invalidated. Start walking away. Start walking away from all arguments where your reality is being denied to you. Okay? Limit the time you spend with the gaslighter. Set your boundaries. You're protecting yourself by setting these boundaries. And you will start regaining control over your life. Number 5, seek support. It is very isolating. When you're being gaslighted, it is a very isolating feeling. But you don't have to go through it alone. Reach out to friends, reach out to family members, anybody you trust, you can talk to. It can also be a coach, a therapist, a counselor who can provide support and validation to you. Reach out. Don't, let yourself go into that shell. Share your experiences with, a person who will believe you and who will understand what you're going through, because this will help you feel less lonely, and this will help you feel more empowered. Support from others will also give you the strength to stand up for yourself, to actually walk out, to take a decision, and to deal with a gaslighter. So, seek support. Idea is to either change this relationship or leave this relationship, because toxicity in any relationship is harmful. Number 6, start rebuilding your self-esteem, because gaslighting will make you feel worthless, because you're always being told you're wrong, you're useless, you can't do one thing properly, you can't take one decision which is right, you're always overreacting. So if this is what you've gone through, it will leave you feeling worthless, incompetent, and you'll start depending on others for validation for all your decisions. So rebuild your self-esteem. That's the only way you will overcome this gaslighting. Start affirming your worth and capabilities. Engage in activities that will make you feel strong, confident, and independent. And surround yourself with people who will boost you up. Be with people who understand you, who will not be, pushing you down all the time. Be with people who will actually motivate you and tell you that, oh my God, you're so right. This is so true. As your self-esteem will, go up, you will become less and less susceptible to the manipulative tactics of gaslighting. You will start feeling more empowered to make decisions that are best suited for you. So these were the 6 things I wanted to share about gaslighting. No use being in a relationship which is toxic, like I've said so many times, even in this podcast. Please take a step. I know it is not easy to walk out of relationships, but it is really crucial to then at least ensure that the relationship changes for the good, for your betterment. No relationship which is toxic can be good for you. Always remember that. Thank you for joining me today on this podcast. Gaslighting is a painful and confusing experience, but please remember you can, and you must overcome it. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe, share this podcast with anybody who may need to hear this today. Leave a review with me. Follow me on my Instagram handle at the rate Gratitude Concepts by Ratika Seth for your daily dose of inspiration, for all the motivation you need. And you can always write into us and DM to us for any support you may need anytime. For any one-on-one coaching you may need, just write into us. Together, let's work through all the challenges that you're facing right now and help you build a life full of confidence, clarity, and fulfillment. Until next time, this is Ratika Seth, your life enhancement coach, signing off for now. Bye bye.